So we have bird yoga today, which doesn't really mean anything other than we're going to come into poses that have bird names. Turns out you can turn lots of poses into birds if you just call it a bird. I stayed away from using every pose as a bird. We will come into quite a few different ones. We'll be warming up the shoulders and the hamstrings and inner thighs. We're going to finish with bird of paradise. So hence the fabulous use of the strap there. Okay, that's all. I'm gonna spotlight myself and then we'll get started. We're gonna start on our backs, so lay down. We'll get kind of some slow supine stretches to get going and make our way up, 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 up. All right. Continuing just to get yourself comfortable, making sure any props are nearby. Pillows, straps, blocks, etc. Laying down onto your back. Just taking several deep breaths to arrive to class. Even if your day has been short so far, it's still early. Just let go. Exhaling and releasing. Giving yourself a moment to mentally arrive, to physically arrive. If you've been rushing around, getting things ready for class, take several breaths in and out slowly, lengthening your inhale and your exhale. Just tuning in to the physical body, aware of any areas of tightness, as we've already talked about, mindful as we move through class, to pay attention. And if something begins to feel uncomfortable, to change what you're doing. The world will not stop spinning if you don't take a certain pose, and you will not get a medal for taking that pose. So just try to enjoy, have fun, challenge yourself, but mindfully. As you lay on your back, ensuring your body is comfortable, bend your knees and place your feet on the ground. And then let your knees knock inward. And if this is okay for your legs, stay there. If you need to place a pillow or something between your knees, and take that prop. So just releases the low back a bit. So keeping the legs there, arms are somewhere comfortable, start to move your head slowly left and right. Just gently rolling across your skull. Noticing how the neck feels today, upper back. And the next time you make it back to the center, lace your hands together, place them under your head, and start to pick up your head using your arms. Pull your chin towards your chest, and take a couple deep breaths. And lengthen through the neck, but allowing the arms to do the work here. One more big exhale. And lay the head back down. Put your knees up to your chest and use your hands to guide your legs in some small circles. Choosing a direction. And then changing to take circles the other way. Trying to get a little low back massage going on. And then we'll prepare for a soft twist. So both knees will stay bent, kind of tucked up towards you. And then take both legs over to the right side. As needed, prop by placing a block or pillow under both of your legs, or maybe between the knees. Extend your left arm to the left and turn your head to the left. We're going to twist the upper body one direction and the lower body the other. Several full breaths in and out. You're going to feel your ribs widen. Making a little more space for your inhale. Take one more breath cycle. And on an inhale, pull yourself to center. Exhale to start to make those circles again. Maybe a little more freestyle this time, finding what feels good. Then place your knees back so they're pretty close, tucked up towards you, and let the legs drop left. Open your right arm out to the right side, turn your head, propping the legs as needed. And several long exhales to allow yourself to sink in. Remembering the direction of your head is always up to you. I mean, the whole class is really up to you, but especially with the head and neck, as those can be sensitive areas. My cues don't work for you, just change and turn your head elsewhere. One more breath cycle. Pulling your legs back to the middle. And then beginning to find opposing circles. So you're opening the legs out to frog and then closing the knees together. Okay, send your feet high to the sky, hands down on the mat, palms down, and just start to bend your knees, pedal an imaginary bike, and flex your feet and point your feet. So sort of moving around here, noticing how the backs of the legs feel as you do this. Maybe where you can pull your legs to if you're at 90 degrees or a little bit less than 90. And then place your legs in tabletop pose. So knees together, 90-degree bend. And find a little core activation. Trying to press your lower back down into the floor. So the navel presses down and through the belly, through the spine. So just going to feel that sort of compression. Breathing as you hold the squeeze. And then lower your right leg down to a hover. Straighten your knee. Float it above the ground just a couple inches. And then switch sides. Left leg goes down. Kind of maintain their lower back connection. Firing up the core a little here. Knees back to tabletop. Send your legs high to the sky again and take that imaginary bicycle. Try to Pedal a little bit more rhythmically now. We're going to take that pedaling down to a hover. So lower your legs down and away from you. The lower you get, the harder it will become. Breathe. And then the next time your right knee comes up towards you, give it a grab and lay your left leg flat on the mat. Pull the right knee towards your body. And then using your strap as an option, or just your hands, send your foot high to the sky, taking a little supine split stretch here. Just gently pulling that leg towards you. Leave your left leg anchored to the floor. Couple deep breaths here. Exhale as you pull the leg gently. Inviting in full relaxation as you find a bit more space. Okay, one more breath cycle. Then bend your right knee. You can remove your strap and open your knee like a door. Swing it open to the right side. Half frog. You can place your left hand on sort of the left side of your pelvis, trying to keep your left glute down on your mat as your right hand pushes your right knee down. And open up through the inner thigh. If you feel good here, maybe kick your right foot out to the side, taking sort of a half straddle. And just noticing if that's too much, maybe moving in and out of this stretch. This will more or less be the shape of your legs when you're in bird of paradise later. Got this one leg kicked out to the side. So we'll be moving through some more poses and stretches to prepare us for that pose. Bring both knees to chest and take some freestyle movement. Reset. Do what feels good. And send your feet high to the sky. Start to pedal your imaginary bicycle. And as you do this, flex your toes back towards you and just try to feel a difference between your right leg and your left leg. Now that we've given the right leg a little more time, maybe you feel a bit more open on that side. And then start to lower your legs, taking it down to an angled bicycle. Belly is squeezed and active. As slow as you can, as low as you can. And then the next time your left knee comes towards you, give it a grab and lay your right leg down. Big exhale, pull the knee towards you. And then kick it high to the sky using your strap or your hands behind your leg. Leave your right leg anchored to the floor. And then match your movement to your breath. Inhale, exhale, pull. Inviting in that space and that moment of relaxation. Kind of resist the urge to fight or resisting the resistance. That feels a little oxymoronic. Yeah, take one more breath and pull the leg on your exhale. Lose your strap, bend your knee, use your left hand on your kneecap and open the knee to the left side. So right hand will find your right hip bone. Press your right glutes to the floor. Trying to open up here on the opposite side. The same thing, if you feel comfortable here, try to keep your leg out to the side. And maybe pass in and out of a bent leg and a straight leg. Good. Pull it back to center, both knees to your chest. A little squeeze of the legs, and then we're gonna rock and roll. So take it forward and back. As long as this feels good on your spine, take a couple rounds. Just rolling forward and back. Get a little massage here. On the next time you rock up, balance on your tail. Got to come to boat pose. So you can get there, find your balance, and then adjust your position. Knees maybe come up to parallel to the floor or shins. Maybe you can let go of your hands on your knees, knowing that hands and floor are there for you. Just breathe. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Sit tall. 3, 2, 1, and butterfly. Soles of the feet come together. Maybe you sit up on something. That is great if you have super tight hips. Sit on a block or a pillow, or both. So just taking it over here, maybe using your elbows on your knees to add a little pressure. That feels good today. Don't worry about the shape of your spine. Just take it over into some type of fold. If you're feeling tight in the neck and upper back, you can let your head semicircle here, just sort of hang down. Big exhales. Good. Sit all the way up. Put your feet on the floor. Send your left leg straight, and we're going to take a seated twist. So your right arm comes behind you. Left hand can just wrap around the leg, or you can use your elbow as a hook. Sit up tall. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Staying in the twist for a couple more breaths. Follow that same breath pattern. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, twist around. Doing this for the length of your inhales and exhales, however long that is. Good. Come back to center. Find a Navasana, boat pose. Your version. If you want a harder version, try to straighten your legs. You can be out here too. Straight legs is the hardest option. So somewhere in between these options. Breathe. Try to sit up tall. Imagine a little string attached to your sternum to lift you up. Spine is straight. For 5, 4, 3, almost there, and butterfly. Taking it over. You can choose your arms this time. If you want to keep pressing your knees down with your elbows, stay here, or reach your hands forward and take a little bit more of a full body fold. Last breath here. I'm gonna start to rise up. Good. Feet on the floor, right leg straightens. Take it into a twist on the left side. So same options, hand or elbow. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, twist around. Maybe engaging your head in this twist, so your neck is a part of it. Long exhales. One more time. And then face back to center. Swing your legs around and find table pose. Spreading your fingers out wide. Try to use every finger, press that into the ground so that your fingers are straight. And we're getting some weight out of the wrists. If the wrists are your enemy, you can come to your knuckles here or place your hands on blocks with your fingers draping over the edge. Inhale, cow. And then exhale, cat. Follow your breath. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. 3 more rounds at your own pace. Feeling into the spine, noticing maybe where you're feeling a challenge in this today, what feels good. Finishing up your 3rd round. Return to table pose. Reach your right arm up to the sky, inhale. And then take it through for a hovering thread the needle. So we're going to reach through, bend your left arm and stay above the floor. Keep reaching, 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 but you're floating. And then back up to the top. Inhale. 2 more. Float as you reach through. Left arm is bent. 1 more. Up. And through. Back up. Reach high. And tabletop pose. Inhale, cow, drop your belly. Exhale, cat. Tabletop, left arm goes high. Inhale. Exhale, take it through, right arm bends. Good again, take it up. And through. 1 more time. Finishing at the top, big stretch to the sky and back down. All right, we're going to take a kneeling position. So I love having a block between my legs with a pillow on top, and it's the perfect height for me to comfortably kneel while still being supported. So my block is between my calves, and then I just sort of sit down onto the block and the pillow. And then if you're comfortable kneeling, you can absolutely just stay there. But a little support is really nice, even if you can kneel all the way. So strap nearby. Actually, just go ahead and grab it now. We're going to take a big, wide grab on the strap and take it around the world. So we're going to be going up and then all the way behind until your strap touches your tail. And then slowly take it around. If you have a towel and you are not able to do this all the way around, you can take a big cactus and bend your elbows and get the really nice, like still bound chest opener. So you're going as wide as the hands need to be to find a full circular motion if you have a strap. And then maybe scoot your hands like a centimeter closer together and see how it feels. See if you can still make the pass around at the same time in each shoulder. We're not doing any like 1-2s. We want a big chest opener as we do this. Let's take 1 more full circle forward and back. And then dropping your strap to the side. Take the right arm in front of the body and the left arm is going to hook. So the right arm is straight, left arm pulls. You can grab it however, just pulling it across the body. Once you've got a solid grab, start to lean to the right side. Don't move your arms, just move your torso. And then lean to the left side. Good, back up to center. Inhale, open your arms wide, big stretch of your wings. Look at that bird reference. And then the left arm across. Straight left arm, right arm pulls. Good, lean to the left. And then lean to the right. Back up to center. Again, inhale, spread your wings. And take it over for a little child's pose. If you're on a block and you're a little higher than normal, maybe you use your hands under your forehead as a support. Just giving the back a rest, curving over. As you breathe in, try to expand your ribs wider. Taking a really big inhale. Good, sitting all the way up, nice and slow, curl your spine and walk yourself up. Good, grab your strap. We're doing a cow face for the final pose here. If you'd like to get a little stretch in your legs as well, and you would like to take shoelace, you can use the same props here, and you would just cross one knee over the other. You can start with right side, and then sit down onto that block, which means you have knee stacked kind of over knee, and your feet just hanging out to the sides. So if you want to add that in, please feel free to adjust your legs. We'll take the matching arm position, which would be left arm goes up with your strap in hand, bend the elbow, right arm goes back, and then we're trying to find the other half of the strap there and connect. If you don't have a strap, you can just grab your shirt or just stay floating. And then we just sit. Okay, point the right elbow down to the earth and the left elbow to the sky. And keeping the chest open, trying to sit tall. Belly slightly engaged. And exhale, let it go. Shake out those arms. If you're in cow face legs or shoelace, then you'll rock forward and just switch whichever leg is in front. Whoop, falling off my blocks. All right. Opposite arm, so right arm goes up with the strap in hand, bend the elbow. Left arm creeps around, finds the other side, and then kind of inchworms its way as high as it'll go on a strap. Maybe you can even connect your fingers. If that's the case, you might not need a strap. But if not, let that strap lengthen your arms for you. Sit up tall, engage the belly. Right elbow points high, left elbow points low. Deep breaths. We'll be using some funky binds and arms for bird of paradise, so this helps open up the shoulders and the chest. Last breath. Exhale, let it go. And shake it out. Nice, give the shoulders a little roll, and then we'll come out of these bound legs and find tabletop pose. If you've got props, scoot them all to the side. Somewhere nearby is always good. I assume you're not throwing them across the room. Drink some tea. Important step. Inhale. Find cow pose. Exhale, cat. Tabletop, curl your toes under, downward dog. Let your head be heavy here. Pedal out your heels, bending and straightening the legs. You'll be rising high on your tippy toes and then back down towards your heels, heading toward the floor. Give your head a little shake. No. No, I will not judge myself as I try these funky poses. And then nod your head. Yes, yes, I will have a little fun. Look at your hands and step all the way to forward fold, feet at least hips distance. Grab your elbows and sway side to side. Maybe you can even bend your knees enough that your body lays down onto your thighs. Great way to support your own fold. One more breath. And then we're going to rise up, think karate ninja style. I want you to peel up to standing. Bring your right knee with you and reach your arms up overhead. Kung Fu style. So the right knee is out in front. We are flamingoing. I guess we're going to transition between this pose and the second pose. So hands to prayer and lean forward and bring your knees together, but pull your foot towards your butt. So you're really engaging your hamstrings. We're praying flamingo now. All right, stand back up, reach your arms high, bring your knee up with you. And one more time, hands to prayer, lean forward, knees come together, and the foot tries to go towards your butt. Stand all the way back up, arms high, knee up, and step to mountain pose. All right, we're going to swing and shake it out. Couple deep breaths. Just let your arms be heavy. They're dead weight here. And swing your way into mountain pose. Palms facing slightly forward, feeling solid and tall as you stand up here. Inhale, reach your arms over your head, and then fold forward. Halfway lift. We glide up to try to find 90 degrees with the spine and the legs. Our body is in a 90-degree angle. Knees can be bent. And then open your wings and fly your arms to the sides, right and left. Good. As you inhale, I want you to bring your arms as high as they'll go. And then as you exhale, bring them down and together. So we're literally flapping our wings. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down. Up. Down. Two more. Last one. And forward fold. Hands find the ground, step to plank. Take a breath here. It's going to be a full body or knees on the ground for modified. Take it slow down to the earth. We're going all the way down like a push-up. We find the floor, lift to cobra. Pull back, bend, and then take it down. Two more. Up. And down. Good. Last one. And down. Push to downward dog. Bottom goes high in the sky. And then move as you wish. If you like a stationary hold, stay there. Good. Look at your hands and step to a forward fold with your feet a little farther behind you than normal. We're coming into a crow pose with no immediate warning. Crow pose. So elbows will bend back like chaturanga and your knees will try to find the back of your triceps. If you just stay right here and practice leaning forward with your legs squeezing, that is fine. Remember, imagine a string going from your belly button through your lower back, pulling your butt high. The higher your butt, the better. If you've taken your crow or practiced those drills, then step into a forward fold and hang your body down. A little shake of the head, maybe grab your elbows, roll your wrists. Standing up Kung Fu style, we're gonna find flamingo. So rise up, left knee comes with you, arms overhead. We stand tall. You can't see my hands, but they're like this because this feels more bird-like. All right, prayer pose. Lean forward, knees together. Your foot tries to touch your butt. Slow and steady, back up to flamingo. Arms rise, knee comes with you. We wobble. I'm sure flamingos fall over too, it's fine. And then take it forward. Foot hugs in, leg is active. Back up to flamingo, stand tall. And down to mountain pose. Shake it out with a couple swings. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, standing in your mountain pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, half lift, stay. Arms open wide, keep breathing. We're gonna do the same flying arms, but if you want to, you can try to balance on your toes. Wherever you are with your feet, add the arms. Inhale, lift your arms higher. Exhale, take them down. Inhale up and down. 3 more. Belly is on. 1 more, up and forward fold, hands to the ground, plank pose. Again, your version here. Breathe and hold. Taking it down for a chaturanga. Elbows bend, they hug the side body, and then lift up to cobra, maybe up dog if you prefer, and back down. Now, send your arms out like the letter Y, and then bend your elbows and put your fingertips on the floor. So you've got the elbows poking up high to the sky, this funky little W. Now lift up to cobra, and then take some little semi-circle motions. Taking the body a little right and a little left. Stretching through the spine. Good. Work your way to center. Come all the way down. Put your hands under your shoulders and lift up for another cobra, or maybe find seal stretch. So seal is with the arms all the way straight. You can move them away to make that easier. Just if this feels good for today. If your back's been a little tight, maybe you skip this. And back down. Child's pose. Your seat finds your heels. Maybe you connect that space with a pillow, or you just float. While you're here, maybe roll your wrists. Couple breaths, slow in and out. Good. Rise to table and then downward dog. Lift your right leg high up in the sky or to the back of the room, whichever feels better. Look at your hands and step that foot up. Stand to warrior 2, windmilling up. The body faces the long edge of your mat on the left side. And then we look forward. Maybe glancing down, see if your knee is going more or less over your toes. And then inhale, reverse your warrior, take it back. And then take it over to side angle. Forearm finds the knee, and the top arm reaches up and over the big line from your fingers down to your foot. Good. Back to warrior two. Turn to crescent lunge. So we come onto the toes in the back. Arms reach high. And to keep your back leg mostly straight as you sink down, giving yourself a little resistance for your inner thigh or your hip flexors. We take it to warrior three, but of course we're going to have bird wings. So arms open to the side and we try to find balance. We could be a soaring hawk, new bird. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor and chaturanga. Your version. You can take a cow cat instead or follow the traditional lower and lift. Meeting in downward facing dog. Left leg lifts high. Look forward and step the foot up. Getting yourself up there takes some time, get adjusted, stand up, warrior two. Again, body now faces the right edge to include your back foot. Get settled. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm goes high and back. And side ankle pose. Forearm to knee, right arm over. Up to warrior two. Turn to crescent lunge, run the toes. Keep the back leg mostly straight. We prepare to take off into warrior three or hawk. Arms fly to the sides and lift that back leg. Try to flex your foot so the energy is shooting out of your heel. We're soaring for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Crescent lunge. Inhale. And all the way to a chaturanga. One of our last ones. Landing in down dog. Stepping your feet up, taking a crow pose if you wish. Trying to get those knees to the backs of the triceps. If you don't wish, stand up. Crow pose, we've got the knees on the backs of the triceps. We're trying to lean forward. Maybe we lift the feet. We're just practicing keeping the butt high and the belly engaged. Good. Take it down. Start to stand up nice and slow. Getting all the way up. And then grab your strap. All right. We're going to start with hand to foot pose to further open the inner thigh and the hamstrings. And then we will try bird of paradise. So we close with 2 standing balances. All right. Right foot gets the strap. If you have a long strap like this, you're going to sort of pick that leg up like a puppet and grab your foot, grab the strap as close as you can to the right foot with your right hand. If you've got a shorter towel, then just sort of get yourself here. Your arm is on the inside of the right knee. So put the right knee on the outside. Good. From here. So to kick your foot forward, it's straightening out in front of you. The strap lengthens your arm for you. And then try to open that leg, swing it open like a door. Maybe you open your left arm for a little counterbalance. Little hand workout, holding that strap. Maybe use the wool. And then pull it back in slow until we're down into the center. Very nice. Left foot steps on the strap, or you get the towel around, pull it up, little marionette. Left hand grabs, right hand to hip. Stand up tall here, find your balance in this pose first, and then send the foot forward, forward, forward until you can straighten. Or mostly straight, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Open the door slowly. Maybe this arm goes out for balance. And we bring it back in and send the foot down. Very nice. Okay. Time for some bird of paradise. Let's take one wide leg forward fold before we start. Strap can go down and just step out wide on your mat to face the side. Toes face mostly forward, so they're kind of facing the long edge. If that's okay for your ankles, stick with that. Inhale, big open. And then exhale, hinge down by your hips and reach for the floor. Maybe bend your knees or sway side to side. If you can reach the floor, you can grip the ground with your fingertips and pull yourself into this stretch a little farther. Slowly work your way back up. We're going to come all the way to standing. Just get there however you need to. Rising up. Keep your feet where they are. Hands are going to lace behind. You have the option to stay here. Try to straighten your elbows and lift the arms. So you're just right here. Or bend your knees and take a flip. Couple breaths. And then release the hands. And again, stand up. Bring your strap with you. All right, step it back in. And we prepare for bird of paradise. Okay, the strap is going to make our arms longer, which is our friend. I'm going to start on the right side. Let me think about the best way. Yeah, okay, so the left hand holds the strap. It's going to dangle down. You're going to take your left hand around to your lower back. And you can see that it's dangling now on the right side of the body. Then we lift up the right leg, kind of out to the side, and we're going to reach in the front and under and grab that strap. And then as you stand up, let the strap help support the weight of your thigh. Okay, you don't have to be like super close, but let the strap help hold your leg. And then from here, maybe you can start to kick that leg out to the side. In a textbook world, your hands would be touching and your fingers would be together, but we don't all have mile-long arms. You can come in and out of this pose. Oh, it's a lot of work to hold that leg up. Working your way down. Maybe try it one more time. And then when you get down and finished, give a little shake in the hips. And a roll in the fingers and wrists. Nice. Right hand will hold the strap. We'll go to the other side. So standing up tall first. Right arm comes around. It dangles on the left side. Left leg pops. We reach in the front. Bend over, kind of like that praying flamingo. Grabbing the strap. Standing up. Strap helps hold the leg. And then maybe you kick that leg majestically out to the side. Oh gosh. Breathe. You can always keep the knee bent. Just practice lifting. Beautiful birds. Bend the knee, work your way back down. Control to release. Shake out the shoulders. Fingers for holding the strap. And hips. Pat yourself on the back. Get a sip of tea. And step to the front of your mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, wings go high, reach to the sky. Exhale, arms down. 2 more, up. And down. Last one. Good. Arms up high, and then forward fold. Step to downward dog. Lift the right foot off the floor and pull yourself into pigeon. If you like pigeon, you can go to pigeon. If you're like, ooh, I don't like that, or you don't want to do pigeon today, lay on your back and take a supine figure 4 instead. It is similar vibes. In your figure 4, ankle is crossed over the knee. In your pigeon, you've got your right knee up towards your right wrist, sitting more or less center, and then option to throw a prop under your seat. So support your right butt cheek to help you make that connection. And then maybe bow forward. If you're in figure 4, maybe you rock a little right and left. And then just sink in. Long inhales and exhales. To melt you into the pose. Take one more breath. Make your way to change sides. So if you're in pigeon, you'll press up, curl your back toes under, and lift yourself up to downward dog. You can pedal it out and then switch legs. So the left leg, knee will go towards your left wrist. And then this prop will go under your left glute. Getting yourself adjusted. This left foot is really as close to the groin as you need. It doesn't have to be super far up. It doesn't really work anatomically anyway. And then fold it over. Propping the forehead if possible. Or under the chest. Take one more breath cycle. Slowly sit yourself up if you're in pigeon. If you're on figure 4, you can just get your legs out of that cross and stay on your back. We're going to swing the right leg to the front to sit. And then lower ourselves down onto the mat to find the ground. Pull your knees up towards your chest, taking a gentle rock side to side. Open into either frog or happy baby. You can grab your ankles or feet for happy baby. Good, and then I encourage you to take any poses here that you still want, that the body still needs to finish off class. If you want to take another twist or any other poses that feel good, and take a couple moments and breaths to do them. Give yourself some time on each side. And if you're ready for Shavasana, then just lay on your mat, making yourself comfortable. You can lay on the back side, belly, prop, however you wish. If you're not already there, finding your final pose if you have the time. Stay here for a couple moments, making yourself as comfortable as possible. Relaxing your jaw and your tongue and your eyebrows. Allowing the mat and the earth to just hold you up for the next couple of minutes. And the next breath in, make it full and long. And let the air seep out of your body slow. Take a couple more breaths like this, using the full capacity of your lungs. And then start to move hands, wrists, toes, and feet. Bringing your knees towards your chest for a little hug. And find your way to seated, however feels comfortable. Coming all the way up to whatever position feels good today. We'll take our hands into prayer pose at the center of the chest. Taking a moment here to find a bit of gratitude for yourself first, for showing up today, for participating, and then gratitude toward one another for sharing this class. We'll nod our head in thanks. And thank you for joining me today.